Hello and welcome to In Case You Missed It, This Week in Healthcare, where I sift through all the chaos so you don't have to. Let's start where we always have been starting, which is the government shutdown. We've got some optimism showing up, Republicans dangling a new carrot in front of Democrats. This particular carrot is not the expansion of the enhanced Obamacare subsidies. Rather, this is the idea of kind of short of a promise to rehire all the federal workers that were laid off and give them their back pay. So that is very positive. As you're watching this video here on Friday morning, they are voting on the 14th for the 14th time to reopen the government. We're in the mid 30s of days into the shutdown, the longest shutdown we've ever seen in American history. Yesterday, Democrats had a nice little huddle, a unity lunch, if you will, where they weren't really big on new ideas on how to end the shutdown, rather focused a lot more on closing ranks and making sure Democrats didn't break ranks and cross the aisle and vote with Republicans. You might or might know Republicans only need 7 Democrats to join their side in order to get to the 60 votes. Speaking of 60 votes, legendary Senator Lindsey Graham, the guy that's in charge of the budget in the Senate, has stepped up and starts to suggest that there could be a budget reconciliation act that could jump in here. And for those of you who don't know, budget reconciliation acts only require a 51 person, a standard majority to get passed, whereas all these other ones needed 60. If they do that, that would be another nuclear option that has been suggested. Other ones have been to remove the filibuster completely. Republicans are reticent to do any of this because of the precedent that it sets. So we'll see how that all goes. Staying with healthcare, we're going to see rising costs shut down or not. So the federal policy change that happens every year that increases that maximum out of pocket on your health plan, your worst case scenario, the ceiling of the most you would spend in a calendar year in 2025, that was $9,200. In 2026, that's going up to $10,600. So a $1,400 increase. So even with your premiums going up, your out of pocket maximums are going to go up as well. For those of you with employer-sponsored plans, likely you're not seeing anything north of a $5,000 to $7,000 maximum, so you probably won't see that something that high. But for those of you on small group plans, on individual plans that are looking for lowest cost premiums and highest deductibles, you will see this increased out-of-pocket maximum impacting you potentially. Big news on obesity drugs. The White House is expected to announce a deal with the major drug makers on the anti-obesity drugs, lowering the price of these down to $149 a month. This is great for access. This is great for overall health, especially for those that are obese that are looking for better access to improve their health, to improve their lifestyle. These anti-obesity drugs have been fantastic in treating that. They've also cost a pretty penny, especially with employers really buckling under the weight of 1,000% increase of usage of these GLP-1s. So a deal lowering these prices is a very welcome sight for employers. The idea here being that if we can get people in America healthier, less obese, they will transition into the Medicare world when they turn 65 as a healthier individual. That would then theoretically, again, follow me here, theoretically lower costs for Medicare recipients because they're entering that, they're aging into Medicare in a healthier way. So very long-term play here, but it is good news on that front. The American Academy of Pediatrics has filed a lawsuit against Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They're asking federal court to disband his newly handpicked advisory committee on immunization, claiming that it was all his buddies. And there's a lot of evidence to support this. So the plot twist is through this complaint, it's become discovered that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was requiring anybody applying to be on this committee to be a Republican or independent and never have publicly criticized President Trump or RFK Jr. So kind of a shady deal here and not exactly what we want out of the federal government building its important committees like it's a reality TV show. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be noisy. Finally, Medicare has released its 2026 physician payment fee schedule. Some surprises here. There's actually a 2.5% reduction on a lot of reimbursements. But of course, with all political language, it's got its pretty little name. It's called an efficiency adjustment. Okay, so a 2.5% efficiency adjustment, AKA lower reimbursement. When reimbursement gets lower for Medicare, you can count on that putting upward pressure on commercial insurance plans. What are commercial insurance plans? Commercial is getting it through your employer or getting it on the individual marketplace. Estimates are that this thing alone, the Medicare reimbursement rates going down a little bit, just by itself is going to put upward pressure of 2 to 4% on commercial plans. Terrible news. This 2 to 4% is on top of the 7, 8, 9% annual year over year inflation we're seeing with medical trends, which is far outpacing normal inflation. So these increases we've seen heading in 2026, there is nothing on the docket that is showing us it's going to go down next year or that this is the worst of it. In fact, with changes like this, we can expect even more upward pressure on commercial rates next year. So with employer-sponsored benefits going up, make sure you got a fantastic broker on your side. I can't wink very well. Sorry, that'd be me. So reach out to us if you need some help, kind of making sure you're on the right plan, doing the right things as these prices adjust. There are some alternate options, especially with employers with 50 or more employees, that we can experience for you. So thank you for stopping by. If you're enjoying this content, please share it. Please pass it along to anybody. We're looking to grow our network. We'd love to talk with you, love to interact with you. Feel free to ask any questions you have below. Take care.